Okay, so we've done the smallest of pretty much everything at this point, it seems like. But we've got more small maps, and we have small coastal here. And they're on a coast, like they've got a seaside resort. Lots of fish on this map, and there was one wood line that they share in the middle. Now, we had to restart this like 3 times because players didn't have boars. And finally, they both have boars. And look at running. He's running over here, and he's going to try and steal the boars here from Margougou. Meanwhile, Margougou, he has run over this way, and he's trying to wall up the other side of the opponent's berries right now. It's a really interesting approach. We have the Teutons for running, so something like towers could be really good. And, you know, they do have cheap farms. And then we've got the Khmer for Margougou. And maybe the most relevant bonus for him is just the fact that he can jump in and out of houses here. Both players going for early walls. And, wow, running gets to it. Margougou, he had the idea to wall the other side, which could end up being really important. But he didn't realize that running was doing the same to him over here. So he can't really move out yet. Oh, this is interesting. I think he's placed a house here to see if he can ungarrison through the enemy walls. I genuinely think he will try that. Anyways, welcome to Coastal. Map looks pretty good. You've got some relics over here on the shoreline, some relics over here on the shoreline. I'm guessing that this will be a race to towers because there's only one area to get wood, and that will be extremely valuable. But I could be wrong. Now, as for gold and stone, oh, the gold could be brutal for running. Yeah, like one tower here and one tower here from Margougou, and maybe, I guess he might need a third over here, but I could see that being devastating. But the Teutons can fit more villagers inside of their towers, guys. Which means you should win the tower war. I love how the scouts are simultaneously attacking. Look at this. Enjoy it. You could be anywhere on the internet right now. Anywhere. You are here. Do you feel special, or do you feel like maybe you need to get your head checked? It's okay. It's okay. I had my head checked once by a jumbo jet, okay? It wasn't easy, but nothing is. So, shorefish. Interesting for Margougou. And that's going to be faster than the boar, actually. Villagers on shorefish. Brings in food faster than... I think everything except Mongol hunt. That may be slightly different these days, but it's somewhere close to that. The running is chopping trees. And we don't have any lumberjackage for Margougou. And Margougou's forgot to build a house. He may have planned this, though. I think he wants to click up the feudal age quite quickly here. Yeah, he's stopped Vil production. And he's going to drop off the food. And bam, he's up. The thing about the Khmer is you do not need your prerequisite buildings to go up to the next stage. Oh, wow. He actually lost this house, too. So he needs to build 2 houses now. Yeah, so he didn't need a lumber camp and like a mill or a lumber camp and a mining camp before going up. Also, I hope people realize that what I said a couple of minutes ago were the lyrics to a Blur song. I think the only reason I know that song is because it was the intro to FIFA 98. It's the woohoo! Blah, 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 blah. I don't even know the rest of the words. I just know that the verses. But I'm sure I would have heard that song at some point, but I remember playing FIFA 98 on... it was the French version of FIFA 98 on my computer growing up. Because my dad and my brother went to France in 98, not knowing there was the World Cup at that time. They had no clue. They don't follow sports. And they ended up realizing that pretty early on that the World Cup was happening. And they bought a disc of like one of the early FIFAs. And I used to play that on my PC. Yeah, it's Song 2. Song 2 by Blur. Go listen to the song. I'm sure the majority of you guys know it. Okay, so again, gold forward for running, which could be a concern. Stone is accessible. Wood could be an issue too. I think what Margougou needs is he needs a tower here. Yeah, that's perfect. And I don't really know what you do to get yourself out of this awful position if you're running. I think you have to make your own tower and shoot the other tower down. And I think you actually try and shoot this tower down instead of this tower. Because you're going to need the berries for food. I know that sounds stupid, but I think the berries are huge here. Margougou was up so fast. Like, this build-up from running is kind of normal. Oh, that's Margougou trying to break through. You just saw it. He tried to eject this way through the corner. The game's not letting him. I'm seeing 10 vills here. They could all commit to a tower to shoot the other tower down. Okay, there's the tower. And I guess if there's another tower here, running will be forced to defend it. And he does place a tower here. Now, he's got no wood income. Okay. We have an archer range from Margougou. Whoa! First time we'll see feudal age military? No, that's not true. We saw man-at-arms in one of the games. I think the Teuton Tower should win. Teutons and Khmer are both really good picks for different reasons. There is one villager in Margougou's economy that's actually collecting resources. Yep. There he is. His name is Tom. He's been on the job for 30 years. He won't change. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Dang, this is... Margougou is probably like, what do I do? What do I do here? Oh, man, the Teuton choice was strong. Like, this tower melted, and now he doesn't have enough resources for another tower. I think his idea was to put archers into the towers, so he doesn't have to have villagers in there, but even then, you can only put 5 units. A running scout has run by here to see what's up. And honestly, if I'm running right now, I'm loving my life, and I come over here and drop a tower. Say, how do you like it? Good luck dealing with it. I don't think you want too many of your villagers idled for too long, of course. So I guess, like, maybe he wants to actually collect some resources here, but still. Oh, he could kill all the sheep. Or steal the sheep. Oh, no! The great sheep heist! And if you try and shoot the scout, the TC will shoot the sheep. There's one. Oh, scout's trapped. Okay. Sheep, where are you gonna go? These poor sheep, they just follow their master. The scout is protected by sheep. Oh, and the villager kills the sheep to kill the scout. Oh, that's so funny. It's the first time I've ever seen anything like that. Oh, I love this game. Oh, just endless possibilities. What a great play from the shepherd. I mean, feels bad for the sheep. Sheep had a family, but still worth it. Okay, so running cleared up the food side. That's at least what I called it, because you could take the berries now. I wonder if fishing ships are worth it. What about like a galley? Like a galley on the shoreline? Margougou's terrified. You could just tell. Like, he's not really feeling like this is going to go well from here. So he's trying to just stonewall. I think he just needs to stonewall further back. If you stonewall further back, it's okay. Now, he does have archers. Does running see there's archers? Well, he knew there was one, I think, before, and he saw the archer range. Margougou's added a fishing ship. Let's go. He's fishing away. Good stuff. And the archers are over here to protect. And we have a tower going up as well. Still a very problematic situation here for Margougou, because you're just going to lose the tower war every time. I feel like Teuton's just so strong here. They drafted civs, so they picked a lot of civs for all the different settings and maps. And I was saying on the civ draft, I was like, why are they not picking Teutons yet? Teutons are insane on this. I don't think they really knew. I am a pretty opinionated guy, of course, but a lot of my opinions are formed from watching all these games and creating these settings and sometimes playing in them, so Teuton's panning out now. And you again see just how many arrows you fire out of those Teuton towers, because you can fully garrison them up to 10. How about a demolition ship? I think the demo could the demo could be amazing. You need to somehow stop these towers from advancing. And I think the way to do it was stone walls. But he didn't... You know, initially he palisade walled. But he couldn't get the stone wall down. And I think this is just going to slowly continue to be a problem for him. Honestly, the main thing you hope for here is that Running runs out of stone. Running could probably make 2 more towers after this. And so maybe then you've got a chance. You could always go to Castle Age, maybe, and Castle Age could potentially change some aspects of this game. I think best case, Running's future towers are all really close to one another. So if it's here and here, then you can still take some resources, maybe. Oh, goodness, he just got destroyed there. Those are actually the first 2 villagers to die in this game. And there's just another tower for Margougou. This will deny his stone. And Running now seemingly just saving up for a tower on this side now. As you can see this. There are archers, so you have to be careful, but you have towers to hop inside. What is that pathing? Okay, here he goes. He clearly sent them back to the tower. You know, maybe if you had a little bit more food income, maybe if you wanted to eat the sheep, you could also try and go Castle Age if you're Margougou. The fishing ship edition was very nice. It is coastal after all. Speaking of very nice... Oh, goodness. No, that's not very nice. Doesn't it look like this would be an awesome place to take a dip into the water? This is a beautiful dock. I just want to... It's hot here. It's summertime. I just want to swim off that dock. You won't find me swimming off any docks here in Florida, at least... Well, actually, that's not necessarily true. I was going to say if it's in a river. Don't want any crocodiles roaming on up to me. But, yeah, this looks really bad for Margougou. The tower play with the Teutons seemed perfect. Margougou did win the race to the towers. So that was good. He clearly knew this could be a tower situation, but if you compare the 2 strategies, picking Teutons and dropping towers, even if it's later, was clearly much stronger there. And I think for Margougou, he just needed walls. I think the main issue for him right now is he doesn't have wood. If the stone walls he tried to get down earlier in this game went down, then he could still take some wood. And then who knows? Then he has more time. Then maybe Castle Age could come in. Then maybe there's more options. But at this point, he's just going to be starved off of all of his wood. And he would be completely surrounded with nowhere to go. It was a slaughter, this game. 19 kills and 1 death for Running. The only death, of course, was his scout. And that was a fun moment, though. I'm glad we got to see that. 19 to 1 KD. What in the world? And resources collected. Margougou actually collected more. But he wasn't going to be able to collect more because he lost so much in this game. He wouldn't be able to advance forward. So, small maps paying off. Coastal looking pretty cool. Still a big fan of how the minimap looks in this. The game was just, or at least Capture Age was just not designed to be able to handle the small maps. It looks like something... It looks like this is like rated R, and it's been blurred for the advertisement, this mini-map. We don't want people to know what's really going on unless they show up and watch the movie. Anyways, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. One final thing before I let you all go. I am headed to Australia, and according to my YouTube analytics, there are quite a few people watching from Australia, and I thought if I'm headed over there that we should do something cool. So if you happen to be anywhere near Sydney, Australia, I'm hosting an Age of Empires 2 meetup on August 12th at 7 p.m. local time. There will be drinks, there will be food. You'll get to hang out with other Age of Empires 2 fans and get a chance to meet me, take some photos and all that. I put all the information in the description if you're interested in this. Ultimately, the goal is just to have a good time, but if there's computers there, we might do some gaming too. So again, just check the link and buy a ticket if you're interested. Would love to meet you, and thanks for watching.